project, we'll need to first know what problems we're facing. So please take out your phone, if that will be very appreciated.
So as you can see, and I'm a farmer, and now this is all my land, and now it's spring, so I'm seeding about all my land.
Farmers walking out with the seeds, guys. Take your time to join the game.
Stop seeing. I am the businessman. I will buy your land. Give me your land.
What? You
Yeah,
want to
give
buy
me-
my land?
Yeah.
But how can I choose? So let the audience choose that whether I should sell or
Has everyone joined?
Everybody's ready? To make it more exciting, the winner will get my record.
This is not like a competitive one though. It's an interactive drama basically. You can choose the ending of the story.
Okay.
But we do have a couple later on. Will you sponsor us for Mad Coins? Alright, we'll get started. Oh. It's okay, you can share with your friends. Now we have a farmer walking out with their seeds, and a businessman approached and offered money for the land that they are owning. We have 14 minutes, 14 seconds.
And I'm a farmer, and in the spring, I'm now seeding.
Stop seeing. Stop seeing. Don't see.
Why?
Money will give you and then will give me.
What? You want my land?
Yeah.
What about the auction and the
Okay,
house?
seems like most people decide to be good and keep the land traditionally and preserve the land. So you have unlocked the good ending. You have farming continue and you preserve the land.
Oh,
So
yeah.
the land, you owe nothing.
Oh yeah, and wait, bad businessman.
So you can see that there is a trade-off that we are facing if we want to preserve land. And there's scene two. There's a village that sold land to an outsider. Now the outsider wants to build a house on the field.
I'm located and visited my food and should I allow?
And I'm the outsider. I want to build houses on this kind of land, this land.
Should I allow him to use more stuffy construction?
Wow. We need houses. So expensive.
What? You guys are very conscious about preserving the culture and also the environment. So you have unlocked another good ending where the land is also preserved. For that you also owe nothing. Oh, just so you know, if you pick the bad option, you will actually gain something though. So would that be a temptation for you to make the wrong options?
No.
Perhaps. Are you sure? So here right now, their village wants to build a bigger road to attract visitors. But it will cut through some old farmland that is currently owned by farmers.
I'm the representative of this village. Should I use this road to attract the visitor or should I stop the waste of the farmland?
Anyways, I believe most of you probably made the right option. Oh. Actually, never mind. You didn't. So can I know who picked the red option? Who picked the red one? It's okay, there's no judgment. The benefit trade-off, guys. Business. Yeah, can. It doesn't mean that you should do bad things though, actually. Who else? Who else? Sure. Okay, so back to now, you probably understand that there's a few problems that we're facing, especially with the NGO. So now we'll pass the time to need to talk about what problems the NGO is facing.
In our interactive show we played before, we have a businessman who wants our land to do their business, and an outsider who wants the land to build his house, and the village itself wants the land to build their road. And in this show we can simply define that what is good, what is bad, and can simply define that sacrificing our farmland to do this stuff will lead to the bad end. But however, in the reality, in the real life, the ending is good or bad isn't something we can control. So we need to basically trade-off whether we want to protect the farmland or to trade it for momentarily benefit.
Okay, next.
So to balance the two sides, we need to first consider the importance of the farmland. First, we have the sustainability. Once the farm is changed to factory or to house or the road, it's hard to turn it back. And we need the farmland for our future generation. So we can't ignore the benefits of our future generation. And the second is the cultural value of the land. So the farmland plays an important role in the region's history. So our ancestors farmed in the village, farmed here for hundreds and thousands of years. So we can simply say the farmland is the history itself. So it has very important cultural values.
Now that you understand the problems we're facing, we'll pass on to Miranda to talk about the NGO itself and our project.
Yes, so according to your option and the situation of the trade-off, I will now briefly talk about the background of the Santau village. So you can say that it's established 300 years ago and it's really a long history. So that's just between the mountain Milia and the Tongqing Bay. So long year ago, many people just described according to the agricultural and the fishing. That is thanks to the unique location of the coastal resources and the irrigation system of the village. And then we just free some basics. Like the many tradition violations, the Santau faced the difficult time. You know, the collapse of the local agriculture lead to the significant population decline. So many people moved away. Most recently, this has been the hopeful revival. Young generation just go back, and traditional festivals are being continued, and a key function in the Santau Village Farmland Activation Hall cater for the community income and the heritage education for the next generation. And now I will just talk about our project goals and our mission. So it's really clear we should protect the heritage and just cultivate the sustainability. So the first option is cultural preservation. We want to showcase the village farming tools and photos and also some artifacts to pass down the heritage to the youth. And we should revive traditional activities like the onion planting and rice cake making to counter the urbanization. So the second choice is the sustainable farming education. We just want to deliver some workshops and also both the local food production and public environmental awareness. And finally, we could bring the tradition and sustainability for the community to revitalization. That's all.
Well, now don't fall asleep. Do you know, as a farmer, what you need to do? Gotta pluck the grass from the land so you can grow some new things. Oh. I don't know. Oh. Already the loudest. Gotta cut those grass from the last Now
The first short line.
Now that you're probably getting moving a little bit, let's go back to the more practical part of the project.
And then I will talk about the SWOT analysis application. First, when we analyze from the strengths of our analysis, we will first think that there are basically four strengths. The first one is that the cultural identity we concern because it relates to the agriculture and the cultural concepts. So it is more agriculture concern, and then the sustainability message is also important because it is related to the environmental concepts. And third is the interactive storytelling concept, which increases participants engaging and excitement. And finally, is the fun life theme is easy to understand and remember. And then we come to the weakness part, and the weakness is divided into the two parts. The first is it may rely on those participants' interest in agriculture or the cultural topics, and then it may be compared to other larger institutions. We have limited resources, and third one is the opportunity. Okay. And the opportunities we actually can can attract many schools, families, and community groups to participate with us, and then can expand into workshops and guided tools and many activities to increase others' attention and finally is our strengths. Because of the development of the organization and many of the society, which is grow very fast, so this may weaken the real world message because actually we are environmental concern topics. So when the organization is increasing, there may be little people concerning about the real world message. And third, and the standard is about the audience attention may span very short, and so we may need to use other things to increase people's attention. And finally, it's about the environmental and cultural issues may be seen as old fashions compared with the fast development of the digital world.
Now that we've talked about some of the more practical part of the plan and project, what about we get moving a little bit so that we don't fall asleep here right now? Can we invite eight people up here to play an interactive game so that you can get to know the knowledge from the NGO a little more? Is there anyone? They will get a gift, little snacks. Yeah. Anyone that want to play can get out. Come here, come here, come here. Come here.
All right.
You can do it.
So you are in 2 lines and 4 in a group. And you have only one before you want to do 4
So have you guys ever played acting out the word? Yes. Okay, the group with fastest will have a rule. So basically, can two person like one from each group come up here first? You act out the first word. Do it. Don't be shy. the closest one. Maybe it's very difficult to get it exactly right. So the first one to get it closest will have a reward. Okay? So, okay, 3, 2, 1. You guys count now.
Sowing seeds. Germinating. Growing, germinating. Sprout.
Yeah. You
I don't expect to meet and that to be out because I think that this is going to be it will get more and more difficult. And then okay, so that's where you are. It's okay. And the second war will be a little more like interesting than the first one.
We have 2 more rounds. So don't worry, everyone will get through in some way or another.
And so choose your next person to act.
Next person. Don't be shy. Very. Okay, so without further ado, 3, 2, 1, start.
But call about farming.
Okay, let's work on it, but in Canton. Okay, we'll come back to me. So, close enough. Yeah. Okay, so you guys will get the big Are you sure you want to like this one out? Okay.
I know it in my own language.
Okay, so the third round will you can get another after adding out the word. Another one.
Yeah, and this is the last
Don't be
word.
shy that you all have a chance.
So they can be counting.
This should be easier, should we? Okay, so without further ado, 3, 2, 1.
Rowing.
Yeah! Oh!
What did they do?
What's your answer now?
You can keep going to bed. Yeah, it is both.
Thank you, everyone. So that's about it. Actually, these 3 words all connect to some main ideas of this NGO. With the first one, sprout, it's related to the hydraulic farming tool that we'll talk about later, but not now. They're trying to do some more environmentally friendly and low-cost farming that you can also do at home. So basically, you can use a toolkit and use only water to grow a sprout. And for water buffalo, it's actually related to the heritage of that village. Back in the days, they used water buffalo to help their farming so that they will have an easier life. But nowadays, you don't really see water buffaloes anywhere, right? Except the fact that we joke about people in Taipo going to school on a water buffalo. So that's about, and also boat. The Santau Farm Life Gallery actually has an origin related to living on the ocean because their village actually stems from migrating from mainland to Hong Kong. This is why this is also part of their heritage. So now that you guys are probably more awake from acting out water buffaloes and mooing. We'll move on to the next part. The STP.
Okay, so in relation to our course knowledge, we have the STP. For the segmentation, we divide about the students and families and the workshop seekers. For the first one, we use leaflets in the campus to attract. And for the second one, we post some posters in the community. And for the third one, we do the surveys. And for the targeting part, our primary choose is the students 18 to 30 because these kind of students are more likely to do some volunteers and they tend to more have strong willingness to protect and to know about the culture of water and farming. And secondary is the local families because they have the geographical benefits. So that's a secondary choice. And for the positioning, our positioning is that we can let you feel the interactive heritage in the Santau village and let you know how this kind of farming and water culture spread the thousands of humans' history, and that's a great and treasure for our humans. And that means your choice can shape the farm story. So that's our STP section.
And our STP is not only based on our own feeling or how we think it will work. We actually did conduct a Google Form survey that has over 100 responses, and we do figure out that most people that are unaware of the Santau Farm Life heritage is actually students from 18 to 30, and that is why we decided to choose them as our target customer.
And now I'd like to introduce the activities. First activity is the targeted campus outreach campaign to spark interest in Hakka farming heritage among students and young families. We designed and execute a targeted campus outreach campaign. We distributed over 100 educational leaflets near the university areas, and the leaflets all tell short engaging stories about Hakka traditions, sustainable farming practices, and ongoing village revitalization efforts. And the second activity is professional branding materials development. To strengthen NGO's professional identity, we designed high-quality posters featuring the interactive story wall concept. And each poster visually presented the trade-off between cultural preservation and modern development pressures. And the third activity is the community needs assessment survey to identify preferred future activities such as farm workshops, cultural games, and sustainability tours. We conducted a digital survey that reached over 100 respondents, including local residents and potential visitors.
Now we'll have another game time, but don't scan the code yet. Because before we play, we do need you to understand how to use the kit. So, wait. Oh, careful. Oh, wait, don't open the box, let them open it themselves. But you'll have to buy the seat yourself, unfortunately. Yeah, it's very easy to get rid of the seats. So before we play another game where you can, well, and Kenneth does promise that he will sponsor us a math coin, so you better listen up, okay? So how to use this kit? This kit is actually part of the NGO project that we also work with because they've always wanted to teach hydraulic farming, but they've never figured out a way to spread it to the public because the traditional hydraulic farming tools are very big in size, so you can't really put it at your home or your dormitory that you can eat every day and you can farm it. So toolbox. Inside, we will have a mash tray, actually 2 mash tray. One for smaller beans, one for like peanuts. These are during baker sprouts. And then they also have a green tray that you can use to soak the seeds. I'll tell you the detailed steps later. And this is a black box. This feels like it shouldn't belong here, but it does make sense in some way. So I'll tell you about that later. So what you do, the first step, is that you put seeds on the tray and you soak them for about 2 to 4 hours. Remember, we will ask a question about that later, so listen up. And after that, after soaking, you put it on the green tray where you actually grow the sprouts. So what should you do if you think that the water below the tray is starting to smell a bit weird? Can you guess?
Throw it out.
Yeah, throw it out and?
Replace it.
Yeah, replace it, exactly. You should replace it because it is how hydraulic farming works. It's actually very easy. You can even add in a few drops of distilled alcohol to make sure that it's clean. Oh, and you can actually use the tray to grow your own sprouts that you can make salads from, which I've done that before. It's pretty yummy, actually. And after that, you'll put a wetted kitchen paper on top of the seeds themselves. Wait for about 3 to 4 days until the sprouts grow up and pushes the paper upward. So then you can remove it and grow it for around 1 more week. Then you will have finished products that you can actually eat and harvest. So what does this do though? I never mentioned this one, right? This one is actually for peanut seeds that are bigger sprouts. For peanut seeds, it's a little more different and difficult to farm because it requires a very clean and hygienic environment. So you will have to put the distilled alcohol in the water when you're soaking the peanut seeds. So, well, you guys have definitely had peanuts before. The first step, if you want to farm it, you'll have to remove the shell and take out the ones that looks normal. Any wrinkly and too blackened ones shouldn't be put in the tray. After that, you put it in a black box that covers it. Can you guess why you need to use a black box? It's biology.
So that
Like doesn't. Yeah, and actually this is because peanuts is a very special plant that you have to not let light go through in order to plant it. They are afraid of any environment that has too high of a luminosity. So, okay, now that you guys have listened to the introduction of how to use this kit, you can grow it in your dormitory for eating. Oh, where to get the seeds, by the way? You can get it from any shops that sells green beans. Those are the easiest ones to grow. You can also buy it from online, which will be easier for you guys. So, do you guys understand most of the basics of how to use this box? Okay. Now we'll have the cahoots that you guys are all waiting for, that you'll gain a macaron from. Maybe 2 macarons? 2?
Yes, just listening carefully.
Okay. Join up or else you won't get a macaron. You're losing chance of getting my macaron.
Of course, the one with the fastest 67 speed A. When do you remove it? I've mentioned this. I've mentioned this. Well, actually, most people did actually listen though. This is very nice. Let's see who is the quickest. It's still Sam. Good. Very good. Also LeBron James.
LeBron James.
Okay, we'll go over the next one. We have 4 more questions, including this one. This is more.
She did actually catch it.
I talked about this one. It's to maintain the hygiene and the cleanliness of the water. Because we do talk about the water will get smelly after a few days. So in order to keep it clean, which peanut seeds do require more, we'll have to add the distilled alcohol. Oh my god, it's still Sam. You actually did listen. Where did you say? That's still a one people. Sorry, you guys don't have time to catch up because we still have a few more questions.
24 hours. 2 to 4 hours. 24.
Very nice. Okay, one tip about answering answers. These two are very similar, so probably those are not the answers, right? And I did mention 2 to 4 hours would suffice, but most of the time 4 hours would be the best. So 4 hours would be the most correct answer over here. With still Sam and LeBron James. Who is LeBron James actually? Ah, okay, you did also listen to the end. I've mentioned this one.
Breathe.
Very good. As we have mentioned, peanut seeds is actually something that is very scared of lumosity of any sort. So do not take a peek, even if you're very curious. No, Lamont. Gotta keep up. This is the final question. Let's see if Sam and LeBron can keep their place or catch up.
You did talk to them. You didn't talk to yourself.
Yeah, you definitely didn't talk to the seats themselves.
Oh my god, come back. Come back. Yes!
Very nice. As we have all mentioned, this is hydraulic farming, so we'll have to keep moisture there. It is the most important part. So now you have the final winners.
Please! No! Yes!
Don't be so sad. You'll also get a prize even though you don't get my coin. Here you go.
Now that you do realize how to use this toolbox, I hope you try to grow your own food with this one so that you can learn more about how to be environmentally friendly and also preserve the culture of farming in the Santau village.
And now it's our second dancing part. And anyone heard about the social dancing? Social dancing?
It's actually very related to our team name, Water.
So, we will show you.
I don't know if you guys still remember a song that we have sang before that is very related to our NGO. So if you know how to sing it, you can try because it's a very iconic song. The island is so much clear that it's better. A story written here, no, it's never been better than the living lives we could share. We are the new generation, but sticking like a notion that we all present. Holding our traditions, singing cultures forever and ever. Well, I know that's true. Walking by the shore of the old folks for one hopes up down, we all look down at the river with a new accent. And it goes like this, say, oh, sweet God, give us the sweet, say, hard to try. Hold up, if you want to join to the fire with me, then let's start one more time. That's about it. Let's hope you have a full circle moment where you start to learn from the marketing class and also know about our plan. And that's about it. That is our plan project. We are the way of the water.
Okay, questions?
Oh yeah, questions. We're happy to take any questions.
come on.
Any questions?
Kelly, do you like the show? So much. Okay. Alicia, go ahead. Louder, louder, I don't see it here.
Did you guys go to the NGO and then what did you guys do there?
We actually go to the NGO, and me personally, I have joined a few of their workshops that they hold, as well as we have talked to the NGO organizer themselves to know about the situation, where we did learn that they have a very hard time trying to promote the heritage and also the hydraulic farming workshop because people are not really aware of it. That's why we decided to do a Google form survey to help them understand the target customer groups that they can reach out to and have the opportunity to actually reach out to.
Yeah, and about the countryside, we walked about 2 hours to get there, and we looked all of the farming and lands and over the seaside, so that everything can be better if you can enjoy the NGO's protection action.
Yeah, we made the trail video and I think we presented that video like this.
Any more?
Good one. Okay, ciao. Mel, Tom, it's so quiet today. Ronnie, Howard, Jolene.
Howard has a question.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if you did any promotion for the NGO and like if you, so let's say, created like Instagram, promotions.
They do have their own channel that we've tried to promote with personal selling because it's very difficult to find a platform that allows you to promote such topic that easily because it's not really known. So we try to use a strategy that we learned in the marketing class, which is more useful for service and products that are not as well known to the public, which is personal selling. I tried to sell that in my company and it kind of go okay. Yeah. Any more questions?
How are you? Happy with the answers? Okay? One more. We'll let you try. Tony, Kelly. Put in the bag. Wheel. Do you like it? All right, find meaningful, interesting. One more, last questions. Toby, you must have something, You must have something. You're writing something on paper. Back to my man, Sam.